Hello, everybody. My name is Mrs. Tim Grimm from the Three Brothers Grimm. Uh, Recently, all of our kids came down with something, so we're just kind of trapped at home. So I thought I would do my own little oxygen not included kind of game. I'm going to actually do a challenge game where I'm not going to actually build anything that produces oxygen, except the one exemption will be that I can plant things that produce oxygen, like oxiferns. Um, I'm just not going to build anything from that little oxygen area. So I thought I'd see how long I can make everybody survive that. So we'll start off first with the ideal asteroid, and we'll see how this goes. All right, let's start getting some interest in here. Oh, bottomless stomach. Nope. No, thank you. Increased medicine. I really don't need that right now, and they're destructive. Oh, ugly crier. Nighttime owl. Not bad. Ugly crier. These will be really good for starting to get us some water. And I don't really also mind the flatulence because then you can start harvesting that for natural gas. So it looks like we got a really good start right here. Lots of little oxalites right there. And first I'm going to start digging into the earth and trying to make a area for all these guys to live in and have a little bedroom. So one of the first things I always do though is start with making a little bedroom. Mainly because the barracks start off giving you bonuses right away, and it's like one of the easiest things to do in this world. Let's get the storage bin first. Always like to see how far it gets illuminated because this can help us start with getting those bristle blossoms together. Just make sure we get enough food. And since there is no little illuminated bugs, I will dig into there. We also got some good water right here. And just see this? We're not using this tab. So nothing in here. That's what the challenge is. But if we find something like an oxifern, and then we can use it. That's going to be the terms. We can also start building outhouses. Don't want. Let's start by building the cots up here, actually. Yeah, that's another bristle. It's not going to grow because there's no light, so might as well just replace it with a bed. Put a bed right there too. This isn't really going to be my permanent barracks, but for right now there's really nowhere else to put it. And also there's lots of oxalite here. Oh. Also make these little cots. It's interesting. I'll just do that as a fun little thing. These little... And not... I think I'll have to put something down here because otherwise it might not be considered a room. So it looks like this these guys are probably going to survive for a little bit longer. I mean, look at all this oxalite everywhere. There's some down here, some over here, some up here. So there'll be a lot of places where it can break through for oxalite. Oh, and I probably should get a wash basin set up. Okay, good. I wanted to make sure that wasn't an unreachable build. That would really mess up everything right here. Let's put this up here. Guess we're gonna need to get into the water right here so we can get our hands washed. Because hand washing is important. Alright, let's see. Yep, barracks. Also, another reason why I really like having barracks is because if I ever need to update the schedule and get more downtime so to boost their morale, this is one of those really easy things to boost morale early on. Oh good, got a hatch. Gonna start eating some stuff so we can start making some coal. One of my favorite energy sources are coal. But we gotta be careful with that because we're going to have a lot of carbon dioxide then for that. And obviously carbon dioxide kills people. We want to make sure that we have a breathable environment. Okay, what is entombed? Looks like that's... Doesn't look like it. Alright, they're all working towards making that water. And... I think we should start setting up a research station right here. Get some power going. Get a battery. Alright, let's speed them all up. It looks like we already have some natural gas floating around here. Hopefully that doesn't cause too much problem. Oh, and something I forgot to do is add on the night schedule. Oh well, we'll get that updated in a little bit. Have these three guys working together right now, probably a good idea. Unreachable. Gonna put this as a top priority because obviously we need water. Alright. And then one of the first things that I always research are the bathrooms. See, I always forget where they are for some reason. There they are. So we'll get the bathrooms going, especially since it also gives us those mesh tiles. But that's also a good way to make sure that you get some nice clean water that you'll need. And we'll just stop that just in case that water decides to leak down here. We don't really need that or want that. Alright, and these guys are now idle. Let's see what we should do next. Let's start with the microbe musher. And after that, we'll probably start putting some tiles down so that these people can have some extra run speed while doing things. And right now, let's do Life Slow Forever, mush bars. Let's make like 5. So we still have a good amount of food right now, and we're not probably going to expand our colony anytime soon. So food is not a big issue for us right now. Yeah, let's put this as a higher priority because these guys will need that for making food and for also researching. Alright, and then and when they get time, I'll just have them start digging into this. Not a big deal, but alright, got some of the plumbing stuff together. That's good. So I want to get a mesh tile so we can start getting the carbon dioxide leaking into lower areas and the oxygen going up this way. Hoping that helps, especially with keeping these guys alive, that their barracks is up higher than this area. Probably gonna also dig into this area just so we can get some of this. Looks like this place is full of oxygen because the oxalite isn't even leaking anything right now. Oh, let's see. Alright, we got some good stuff going on there. See. Starting to look at other things that I might be able to put in here just so we have more things going for us. So I'm probably going to try and also make a washroom. And then we'll probably put the washroom right here, especially since it'll be right over the water. So whenever they decide that's a good idea, then we can also pull up these, get some more food going. And right now I'm actually going to take that down priority because I don't want our food to start going bad when we don't have a refrigerator. And I'm just going to get a couple of things done to prepare us for the bathrooms coming. That. And then I'm going to put it down there. And let's set this to a priority 7. There we go. There we go. It looks like the carbon dioxide is already starting to go down there. Oh, good. And we got mesh tiles, so I'll put that right there. Put a couple right here. As I want some little bit of airflow right here. Especially if we want to eventually get to... Well, actually, I'll probably just take that out. Just so I can get to that little mealwood plant. Eventually pull that up. Ooh, what do I want? And why don't we just do the shine of eggs right now? Okay, and since this is done, let us choose a new project. And we're gonna do the farms. Because farming is important if you want food. And I do apologize if I sound a little stuffy. Like I said, we've all been kind of sick, so... I don't have enough for that or that. Okay, we're gonna have to start making this, digging up some ores. And then we'll go down there. Start digging up right here. And eventually I will also have to get some stuff going for the canisters so we can start collecting that natural gas. It's starting to float around here, you can see. Looks like the carbon dioxide isn't really flowing down. There we go. Let's hopefully, yep, get the laboratory going. Put it right over here, one over, because that way we can seal it in. We get this going. Obviously put a sink up. And then the biggest thing that we need to start also getting eventually is a water purifier system going so that all the dirty water that these things make gets pulled out. Alright, let's eventually set up. Got a little generator set up here. It's not super important to have right now, but eventually we will need it.
This wonderful lady is a lot smarter than I am. I recommend listening to her more than me. However, she was completely out of frame.
Yeah. I'm not used to the camera. Okay, we got our food buried. Not good. Because we need food to live. That is something that we need. Just wishing my duplicates leveled up so I could start getting that hard digging skill. Oh, good. That's somebody who likes to dig. That's going to be helpful. Oh, I'll have to dig up here because we are going to need a lot more copper than what we have. I'm going to start making a bathroom. That's the one downside to setting up the bathrooms how I like them. Oh, and that's what I was afraid of. Alright, build a tile. Make this a top priority, and then... Yep. There goes the water. There we go. Well, let's turn that down to a 1 because we really don't have... Yeah, I'm just going to start up the research for the water sieve. Wait. We will need I will have to do advanced research for that. I didn't remember that I needed that. Alright, I am going to actually reset some of the schedule so there's less downtime. Right now we need to get more stuff done. But something I like to do is make sure that there's increased bath time just in case they all need to use the bathroom and it's not available. We'll put the compost pile over here. I mean, we still have a breathability of 99%, so I'm on day 5. But as you all saw how we started out, there was a lot of little oxalites and stuff like that everywhere, so just hoping eventually this will give me an oxyfern. Because I don't think I see any anywhere. Oh good, and we finally got planter boxes so we can start. Got illumination so we can put our bristles, our blossoms, in here. And this thing producing light, that's the main reason why I put the barracks up another level too, because this light will keep them up and then they'll complain about it. Oh, it looks like she might be getting cold. But we do have a bunch of water everywhere, so... And then obviously we want to put the plants up to a 7. Because even though we have plenty of food right now, that can always change. Alright. Alright. I'm just gonna keep those where they are right now. I will just have stuff to build for right now. Just so people have stuff to do. Okay, it looks like a lot of the carbon dioxide is starting to leak down here. It looks like we're still good at like a 90% breathability, so not too bad. Usually what I like to do also is if there's wild mulewoods, I just leave them. There's not really that much of a point to digging them up, because I know they grow better, but this way I don't have to put the time into watering them and fertilizing them and everything, and so I think it's a better trade-off if they stay wild. I'm going to actually go that way through. Eventually I think I'll put a mulewood farm right here, but for right now, little guy is just researching away. Alright, that looks like that got all done. So, yeah, let's go start researching that sieve. Get a research station going, the supercomputer. Unfortunately, I'll have to put it far away because still using outhouses. Oh, that's right. There's the Muckberry, but alright, then I will probably then put a washroom right there. One of those sinks right there, and put that right there. Put a shower right here. And then we'll have something to purify our water over here. Can dig out a bit more. There's even some dirty water right here that it can use to convert, and we even have some Paku going on. Might dig into here and then just have a big dirty polluted water place right over here with some Paku living there. We'll get a feeder eventually in there. We'll see if we survive that long. Alright, let's see what we get. Curative tablets. That is what we are going to do because I do not want any more people right now. Breathability at 1%, huh? That is not a good sign. So a lot of the stuff that they're doing is down here. Alright, we will have to start getting more oxygen now. Let's see, let's dig up into this area. Oops. I do not have a steady hand.
Hello, ghosts, goblins, and ghouls of all ages. It's me, Tim Grimm, taking a quick break from the video to let you guys know that we are thinking of coming up with a new segment. I'm going to be reading a chapter per video of one of my favorite books for you guys, the Night Angel trilogy. So if you guys are interested in listening to that, I'm going to start doing that probably at least maybe once or twice a week. In addition to the, one video a week that we're currently doing. So if you guys enjoy that, leave a like, leave a comment, and hope to see you guys soon. Catch you later. Bye.
Another thing I can do is also dig down into here because it looks like there's oxygen down here. And then the carbon dioxide has another level down to go. Now, one of the things I really don't like is actually shine nymphs. Usually, if I can avoid having them around, I do. Which is one of the main reasons why I'm not digging down here. I don't want to accidentally let them out and then have them bother my people. And let's see, yay, finally people get skills, so let's dig. Alright, improved farming, improved construction. Well, why don't we give you improved construction and then this person advanced researching. Let's change this into an 8 just so the carbon dioxide goes down. And then we could start digging into here because there's some oxalite in there. Yeah, now we're getting breathability back up. They're at 10%. Well, went back down to 10%. Because there's still plenty of oxygen up there for when they're sleeping, so they won't at least suffocate when they're sleeping. That's a good thing. Alright, good. Got some oxygen coming out of there. There we go, and now we got some more water going down here. Try and get this area dry again. Let's put this down to a 9. Because honestly, we do need some research going on. And then as much as I don't want to, I'll probably have to dig into here. Gotta just make sure there's a door. 'Cause I do not want to let those shine nymphs out. I'm just trying to figure out a way so this area doesn't flood from the water that's coming out. I just have to mop it all up. Why don't we set up a water cooler up here just so these guys have something to do in their downtime. I'm also going to set this to a 7. And I'm actually going to change Lindsay to this. So she's going to work. And then make sure that she has time to sleep. She'll probably go back to sleep. Yeah, there she goes, sleeping right now. Get some downtime down here. I just set this to a 6. Eventually, I want them to start composting. Especially since it produces a little bit of heat. Just because it's a little cool around here. I mean, it's comfortable, but could be more comfortable for them. Really need a lot of this stuff right now. So now breathability is down to 18%. Hopefully, eventually somebody's also going to clean the toilets. Going to set that to 7 just so that's the last thing I want for them right now. Oh, and these shine nymphs just hatched. Great. Well, I will set up a door right here just so that they don't float up here, cause problems. Because last thing I want for them to get over to my barracks and start keeping these guys awake. Oh, now we're down to 9%. I'm just probably gonna have to bite the bullet and get these guys dug out. Set this as a 9. just so we can get more air, and also a place for the carbon dioxide to go down to. Looks like we can also get some more oxygen from here, so let's put ladder all the way down that way. It looks like the best area to breathe is around this toilet that they can't use. Well, just to make it so that they actually dig this stuff out. Let's just stress them out a bunch. Just because we need to get this oxygen going, otherwise they're all going to have a not so good time. Especially since these oxalites aren't producing any more oxygen, so if we let them this out, hopefully it'll start giving us more. There we go. Can see more oxygen leaking down. As you can see, they're all coming up here because there's absolutely nothing down here. So that's another reason why we have to start breaking through in here, because otherwise they can't do any job down here. There we go. And there we go. Lots of oxygen starting to pour out from there. So our breathability technically is 0%, but that's mostly because they're all down here. Luckily we have this little mesh thing here. Let's see what they're asking us now. All we can take is the omelet. I have more than enough food, as you can tell. And hopefully this stuff does not start going bad before they eat it, because I would hate to have all that food go to waste. Oh good, and this oxalate is starting to now produce. These aren't, though. That's interesting. Even though the oxygen is starting to leak down. It was probably highly pressurized up there. Alright, and it looks like they got this, so I just need the water sieve. Oh, I will probably have to deconstruct that. Oh wait, nope, that's not what it was complaining about. It was complaining about that little muckroot thing. Actually, cancel the uproot. Let's just build it into here. Just need to make sure that we're going to do this right, because we need to intake right here, and then outtake down this way. Eventually, I usually have this as a closed thing with the clean water coming out, but obviously we need something to start it up. So eventually we will have, because it's an unreachable dig, that's interesting. Alright. Go back to researching farm stuff. Well, it looks like we still have very little breathability down here, but at least I'm trying to get it so that they won't suffocate while they're sleeping, because that would be horrifying. And since that's going to be going to do that. There's a little bit more oxygen down here, but also is a place for this water to go. And then we can also get area now too where oxygen can come up faster. And there's some oxygen down here. Just every little bit helps right now because we do not have anything to produce oxygen right now. We might cut into this over here to try to get some more oxalite going, but right, we're already in cycle 10, but we're already starting to feel the pressure of not being able to produce any oxygen whatsoever. Maybe I can dig into here just so we can have more space for this carbon dioxide to go. Lindsay right here is just trying so hard to get us researching. Alright, let's just put a little thing right here just so there's a place for them to actually go. Let's set this whole building system up to a 7. Just so we can start getting some nice clean bathroom stuff going on here. Well, luckily it looks like breaking this open got my breathability up, but we are still having a lot of problems with right here. Actually, what we could do is very quickly build a mesh tile right there, and we can get oxygen up here even quicker. I'm just hoping it doesn't release these shine bugs. There we go. And it looks like it's helping with the oxygen getting around. I just don't like how this water's going, but oh well. Let's try this. Oops. Back. That's not what I wanted. And I actually don't want this to be up on critical. Whew. We are still struggling with that breathability. Looks like the oxygen really isn't leaking down anymore. I'm wondering if starting to get some high pressure areas. Yes, it looks. So one of the things then, after that's all done researching, is probably I'll get a carbon skimmer, just so I can get all this carbon dioxide out of the air. I'll probably get the water pump. Oops. We gotta stop that. I don't remember to change these settings. It's down to a 7. Get the little ladder going. And now we're on cycle 12. And I think I'm gonna stop here for this. We can continue this on another time, and hopefully these guys will survive another 10 more cycles, but we'll see what happens. If we get the ultimate jackpot and get an oxyfern, that would really help. But right now we don't have anything to that meets our requirements to the oxygen challenge. So we'll see what's going on. Well, I'll see you guys in the next one, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye.